So I'm Hassan. I'm the co-founder of Nutri-Max supplements. So we are actually Sri Lanka's one and only health and wellness brand, which features in supplements right now. And we're also getting into the health and wellness category. So we started this brand about 1.5 years ago. And right now we are doing whey protein isolate, creatine monohydrate, and pre-workouts. We're also getting into a wide range of products such as like supplements, vitamins, and healthy snacking. And we are going to make Sri Lanka healthier and transform people's lives to a more healthier alternative. So I've always loved to be an entrepreneur. That's been the biggest goal and dream of my life. Back from school, like we've always been in the hustling business mindset. My partner and I, we've started selling past papers, perfumes, drop shipping, and all that. So we've always wanted to hustle hard and make it start something of our own, start something that belongs to our own name, right? When you started Nutri-Max, it's one of Sri Lanka's first supplement brands, first health and wellness brands. It's going to be a very long journey for us because we are a Sri Lankan brand, we're homegrown, we're a local brand, but we decided to take the step, and getting started is all what you need. After that, everything falls into flow. Getting started there, being Sri Lankan, calling yourself Sri Lankan, being proud about who you are, being transparent to your customers is what is most important, and obviously giving customers value for money, making the product so genuine and so authentic that customers will purchase your product. And I think the way we got started is through the drive we had to start our own brand and build our own brand. So we've always looked at international brands and we've always wanted to be one of them, and we've decided that if it takes 5 years, 10 years, 15 years in a life, no matter what, we're going to stick to it and get it done. So the biggest challenge we faced was that Sri Lanka itself doesn't have any supplement brands, right? And it's always easy for us to import international brands and sell it because it already has a very high demand. But to start something that is Sri Lankan and to call yourself a Sri Lankan brand, unfortunately in Sri Lanka, people have this negative attitude towards Sri Lankan brands. They feel like it's not good enough, like the international brands. They feel it's a bit fake. They feel like it doesn't do the job. The products are not good quality. But I feel like if it's a Sri Lankan brand, and if I had a friend who's starting a Sri Lankan brand, I would be there to support him. And I would purchase from him because he's Sri Lankan and because his products are good. So I feel like the biggest challenge we faced is the fact that we call ourselves Sri Lankan, but that is also the biggest strength we see in ourselves and the biggest pride we see in ourselves. Because after all, we are all young entrepreneurs, and we've always wanted to inspire other entrepreneurs to start something Sri Lankan, to start something local, and battle through all the negativity you are going to face, whether it's other competitors saying that you're Sri Lankan and the products are fake. There's always a way to get out of it, because the people, your customer base, who have always supported us also, the customer base will always support you. If they like your product, if they believe in your dream, they will always be there for you and support you. So I feel the biggest challenge we faced is a lot of people going at us as to whether we're legit, whether we're a Sri Lankan brand, and what whether we're doing everything according to safety standards and stuff. But we've always proved them through lab tests, through doctors being on our page and stuff. So we have always come out to be a transparent and clean brand, and we are very proud about the fact that we're Sri Lankan. And also another challenge we faced is the fact that whey protein is a very, very high value product. So to keep the cash flow very smooth in our business, to make sure that we have enough capital to keep the whey protein stocks moving, and make sure we order on time, make sure we manage the stock and the inventory and the cash flow, it's very hard because whey protein is a very expensive product, and we need to make sure that we have it available in high quality in stock for our customers to purchase. And we are in the preventive industry. There are two industries. This one is the pharmaceutical industry, that is after you get sick, what treats you. But we are in the nutraceutical industry. Nutraceutical industry is what prevents, it's prevention care. So it is what prevents you from getting that particular illness or disease. So this industry is relatively new in Sri Lanka. Multivitamins have been there, but whey protein, creatine and all, people don't have enough knowledge about it as of yet in Sri Lanka in terms of mass market. So we have the biggest challenge has also been educating people as to whey protein, creatine being good for you and helping you out and having no side effects really. and it being like, because a lot of parents think it gives you kidney problems, it gives you heart problems. So educating the customers on educating the whole market about like how whey protein helps you and whether that is actually good for you, that has also been a challenge, and that we are currently working on educating people. The most important decision by far we have made is we have decided to switch to local manufacturing. So we're actually setting up our own GMP certified facility in Sri Lanka, which is also NMR approved. Like this is a very bold step because the amount of capital it requires and the amount of the fact that you need to make sure it's up to quality standards, because after all, we're going to be Sri Lanka's one of only first and only nutraceutical facilities. There are other big facilities, but they mostly focus on pharmaceuticals. So we wanted to like have a local facility so we can control the quality, the flavor, we can control all that, and we can call ourselves genuinely a Sri Lankan homegrown brand. Because if we do everything locally, we can also prove to our customers by taking videos in our factory, by showing customers our factory, making sure we can export products to other countries also, such as protein bars, canned products and stuff. So we wanted to like set up our own facility because no one is doing that here, and getting into that is a big challenge. But yes, we're getting through it, and we are making sure we build a very like safe and healthy environment to produce these things and to formulate these things, so we can give the best quality standards to our customers. This is the most exciting part of our business. Like we've always not wanted to be a copycat. We wanted to be a brand, a unique brand of our own, Nutri-Max. So we wanted Nutri-Max to start products that are not there globally even. So we're actually like, firstly, we're working on protein bars. So protein bars is there, something that is there already in Sri Lanka, and they are abroad also. But we're working on the first commercially produced protein bar. This is like with a very long shelf life for modern trade, which means supermarkets. So we're starting to get into protein bars and distributed supermarkets, and hopefully if it's like gaining traction in Sri Lanka, we're also going to look at exporting it. The other product we are actually starting that is very exciting, and the most actually my dream product is protein coffee. So it's protein infused coffee. So these are going to be canned and also be in 3-in-1 sachets. And this product is not there available globally. I mean, there's a few brands that's doing it, but it's like a very new product to the industry. And we are looking at like exporting this product in cans and also distribute it amongst Sri Lankan modern trade. And the other thing we're also doing is mango whey isolate. So we've noticed that in terms of flavors, Nutri-Max has to also stand out, and there is no good mango flavored whey protein. So we are also launching a mango flavored whey isolate, and also Sri Lankans love mango, so everyone's going to grab that hopefully. And I think like innovations comes in terms of products mainly for us, because we need to be ahead of the market and stand out. But also we are working on like showcasing being more transparent. Like we are one of Sri Lanka's only brands that have a third-party lab test. We have an SGS lab test for our products, and that builds a lot of like credibility for our brand. And since we're transparent, a lot of customers buy our products because we are transparent. Starting new products, we also want to get into the export market. We're looking at that very closely. I mean, like because Sri Lanka has like unique flavors and unique like elements that we're famous about. So maybe adding some spices, adding some cinnamon, adding a small element of spices or something into our products, so we can export it and make it worldwide famous. That is definitely one of our goals. And also we want to complete the whole health and wellness category, which means getting into multivitamins, getting into fish oil, getting into like ashwagandha, like all the products that are there in the health and wellness category, and build like a big health and wellness empire, and make sure people are buying the most like genuine and the most high quality products, because our customers are like the reason why we are growing and the reason why we'll keep growing. So just to make sure that we cater high quality products to our customers, we are going to focus on like getting up to the international standard, and we're already working on our own facility. So I feel like we will be hopefully one of the most recognized nutraceutical facilities in Sri Lanka. We also want to focus on giving back to the community, because right now we're building like a small community, but we're also focusing on building a very large scale community in terms of going outstation and helping out people who are like less privileged than us. Also, we've also focused on like also planning a few community events, that because nutrition is everything, right? I mean, if you are in hospital and if you're sick and if you are like down on bed, there is nothing you can do. There is no not there is like only a limited amount of money can save you. But like when you take like good products, and when you consider nutrition to be a very important aspect of life, and when you take that very seriously, if you take nutrition very seriously, then you can live like a very good and healthy life, right? So we are focusing on giving that to people who are less privileged also, so to make sure that nutrition is fairly distributed to amongst everyone in Sri Lanka, and look at it very closely. So the most important quality I've learned over the last 1.5 2 years is resilience. So you have to be resilient. Like people, or like anything can go wrong, everything can go wrong, but you can't stop. You have to remember your end goal. You cannot give up no matter what. So I feel like being resilient is the most important thing, especially if you're a Lankan brand, because a lot of people will doubt you, a lot of people will question you, a lot of people will even try to take you down. They will even spread rumors to take you down, but you cannot give up. You cannot. You have to stick through thick and thin, and you need to like show people like why you're here. Like show people like as in you're here for your brand to make it like one of Sri Lanka's biggest health and wellness brands. That is our goal. So I think resilience is the most important thing. No matter like whether there is mess ups in your products, whether there is anything that goes wrong, whether the people are spreading rumors, you need to fix it. You need to find solutions. You need to think logically, think strategically, and you need to fix it, and you need to come out of it. So I think balance is a myth. I think you will have to balance life at some point, but I think the first 3-4 years you need to go all out. You need to go beast mode. You need to like really like put those hours into your business, into your brand. You need to like work really hard so that you can outsmart your competitors, because when you start doing something well, there's going to be competitors that are going to come, and those competitors might have money, they might have capital, they might have network that can beat you. But if your work ethic plays if your work ethic is so good that it can like kind of keep you up to your number one spot, then you have to make sure that you work that much. You have to make sure that you like put in those hours into your business. So I think work-life balance in the first 3 to 4 years doesn't make sense. There's only work, there's no life. But I think it depends on person to person. So some people want to have a good balanced life, but I feel like if you put those 3 to 4 years of hard work in, then the next 10-15 years is going to be quite easy for you, because you have set up good systems, you have set up good SOPs for your business to work well even without you. So I feel like that sacrifice is worth it, and then you can have a very good work-life balance. The best advice I would give someone that's starting a business or starting a brand is to get started. Like just start, like because there's a lot of planning you can do, there's a lot of strategizing you can do, there's a lot of obstacles that's going to come your way. A lot of people blame it on capital. Like a lot of people take all the time to plan and make a perfect story for your brand, make a perfect plan for your business, but that never is true. Like it always changes, it always deviates from your plan. So I think if you get started, like everything else will fall into place. Like everything goes with the flow. I think the most important part is to get started. Once you start, your hard work and your ability and your talent will be able to face and overcome all these problems. So I feel like getting started is the most important thing, and like just get started.